Hey guys, and welcome back to Smart Money Minds. In today's video, I'm going to go over two of the stocks that I watched and traded today that were up easily over 10% on the trade, but I personally didn't trade it well. So I want to review what I did wrong, and I want to also let you guys know how I think I could have played this better, and also what you guys should be looking for next time when you guys make these trades. So what was the two stocks that I was looking for that made big moves? They were ZY and BTBT, and what they were giving was a 5 to 15 minute bull flag, and they moved over 10% on these strong volatile names. I'm going to go over my trades later on, but first I'm going to explain the characteristics of a bull flag, which I find is one of the most successful plays, and it's quite easy for anybody to pick up. Now, the first thing we're looking for is a flagpole, so something that goes up with a strong bull momentum followed by some consolidation, and the consolidation is quite weak. You're going to look at the volume and you're going to see, and you're going to look at the prices come down, but the volume of that selling is very, very weak, and we're going to look at the examples later on. The next thing we got increasing bull volume on the breakout, so everybody is starting to see it move up, and everybody starts getting interested, and the buying pressure comes in hard. So possibly there's an initial rejection at a high, but you see that there's still a lack of selling, meaning that the bulls are still hanging on and there's very good support zone. The first chart I played here was ZY, and ZY was up like 50% pre-market due to Cathie from Cathie Wood from ARKK buying it up as the price crashed 76%, and Cathie was actually buying up 2.5 million worth of shares. So therefore we had a huge gap up, and we had a continuation move here. Now, I don't want to just buy up this volume here. I see good strong bull volume, but it's not confirmed yet because the first 5, 10, 15, even half an hour can be very choppy and the direction is not confirmed yet. But what I saw was this pattern forming here on the 5-minute pennant, and which is the brother of the bull flag basically. Zooming in here, we had the on the 2-minute chart here, we had strong bulls. Now we got some selling here, but the selling was strong here, and it basically started forming this pattern right here. And now you see that this bear volume is not very strong. Now zooming back out on the 5-minute chart here, look at the bear volume compared to the bulls right here. So if we look at this bull volume compared to this consolidation volume on the bears, which is very weak, and it's holding up this 8 EMA line the entire way. Now what you see here is it started to test the top. There was some selling, but you see bull volume starting to pile in, and when you see this breakout out of 13.19 here, you see this increasing bull volume. So let's zoom back in here, and you see here it started to test 12.95, 12.97. It's starting to push up and holding the 2-minute EMA here, and now as it breaks out, you got this increasing bull volume, and that's where it drove the prices up, and it caused another bull flag here basically on the longer time frame, and it pushed up the prices one more time to 15.46. So what I did was, when I saw this and recognized this pattern, I got into this this stock at a little bit high at 1880, pretty much 1880 around here, because I was anticipating this breakout over 13.19. I sold too quick here because I knew that this stock was up 50%, and it could surprise me. It went up to 75%, and now even after hours it's still going up to $16 and almost $17. So these momentum stocks can just keep riding. So in what I experienced is that I could always sell half on the breakout. So 13, I sold it on 13.30 around this range. I could have sold half and held the rest and just see if there was any selling pressure, and I could have made a much bigger gain on that play. Now the next chart here I'm going to show you is BTBT, and when I watched this was moving up very strongly. Now on the 5-minute chart, it was giving me this pattern here. So this was going down, and I made 2 plays here. I actually entered thinking that right here is going to be a 5-minute bull flag and continuation, and that's where I was wrong. I was sized in a little bit too big, and what happened was it came back to consolidate, and I stopped out for a loss. So I decided to look on a longer time frame and think of this from a 15-minute perspective. So I entered a position again when I saw that there was a momentum shift here, it looks like. So 13.52, it bottomed out. So I entered around 13.67 range, thinking that it would give me a 15-minute bull flag, because on the 15 minutes, it looked really, really good. Look at the bear volume right here. On these bear volume right here and here, it was basically non-existent compared to the bulls on this flag pull up. This was actually a beautiful 15-minute bull flag forming. It was holding the 8 EMA the whole way through. But my mistake, what I did was when I zoomed in too close, I started looking at the 2-minute and the 5-minute chart, and I saw, and I expected this here from 14.33 to start breaking out. But when it rejected and it couldn't even make it to high of day, I sold here at around 13.90 for a small gain. But in reality, that was what happened when I zoomed in too hard, and the 15-minute chart actually still looks amazing, and that's when it broke out, and you see the increasing bull volume on this range here. Once it broke out of 14.44 right here, look at this bull volume starting to push the price up and higher till 16.40. So instead of having a 20% gain, I actually took a just above 3% gain here. So that's where my regret comes in, because I zoomed in too hard and looked at time frames that were too small. Now that I reviewed my charts and my plays, I want to let you know what I would play, how I would play better next time when I'm playing this sort of pattern, because it was very clear. It was beautiful charts that gave great patterns, and I didn't capitalize on them as best as I could. Next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start scaling in, because it could be a 5, 15, or 30-minute bull flag. It could consolidate a little bit more than you imagine. So I don't want to get caught losing on the brief consolidation periods and having a position that's too big and thinking that, okay, if it consolidates this much and having a stop loss that's too tight, then you're going to have to stop yourself out too quickly, instead of letting the play develop and giving space for the play to move back up. What I would do is, when I start seeing the volume or the trend change on the shorter term, then I can add onto the position and look for the breakout. Or what I can do is add on the breakout when you start seeing that volume start kicking in. And on the breakout, what you can do is also scale out some. So take some off and set the rest at a with a stop loss at a small loss or a break even, so that you can let the remaining position ride out and gain 10, 20, 30%, as you see on BTBT here. It hit 16.40, so that's a huge move. And ZY, if you look at it on the, as I said, on the after hours, it's still going higher and higher. So I could have let that played out and had much more gains. In the comments below, let me know what patterns are your go-to patterns. The bull flag and bull pennants are what I'm trading the best at right now. Tell me if that's what you look for as well, and if you did play these names, BTBT or ZY, let me know. And how did you play it, or are you holding it until tomorrow? So if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and then we'll see you guys next time.